Alright, good evening everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of Bundle Rumble Phyrexia VV1 edition. Yesterday we took a look at the bundle that we got ourselves, the basics, looked at the first booster, and yeah, today it's time. Pack number 2. That makes sense since I noticed that the last recording was also very long. Let's just get straight into it, not wasting any time. Yeah, let's see what we get here. Fingers crossed. Get some cool looking cards, some good cards, maybe some valuables, I don't know. Yeah, popped better than the last one yesterday. Good. So, what do we get? A token. Hello there. Kitty cat. Phyrexian Beast. Token creature Phyrexian Beast. Toxic 1, 3/3. Neat. That's that. Yeah. Cool artwork. And by the way, I also noticed I dig it a lot during those recordings. I'm sorry. I don't know, it's just a fitting phrase, I guess. Yeah, and yeah, in case you don't know what Toxic 1 is, it basically whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player also gets a poison counter, in addition to the 3 damage inside it. Yeah. Hopefully the camera picks up everything properly, because I had to move it around a bit more. Ooh. Interesting artwork. Like a healing spell of some sorts. Or maybe something that gives you poison counters? See. Very cool artwork. That's first I thought this was a Viridian elf, but from the ear shape it almost looks human. Let's see, what does it say? It is Necrogane Communion. Okay. Yeah, I guess that has something to do with poison counters. Interesting. And we got our basic of the day. Nice Phyrexian Island. I would say this land is spying on us with all those eyes. Not sure what I should think of those lands. Like I said, I kind of feel you only want to play those, not necessarily mixed in with other bases where you want to pick only with those. I don't have that many. But cool art style nonetheless. And of course, if you can read that stuff, it was good. I cannot read. What do we have here? First real card. Who doesn't pick it? Ah, it picks it up. Wool Shock Splitter. 4 generic, 1 red, artifact equipment. 4 Mirrodin. So when its equipment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 red rebel creature token, then attach this to it. And equipped creature gets +2/+0. And yeah, the equip cost would be 2 generic, 1 red. So similar to the last one, we pulled a pretty hefty cost for what you're getting, because basically this is a good old Bone Splinter, which I think costed 1 generic to play and 1 generic to equip grant. I think all future versions of that card had higher equip costs at least, or higher cast costs, but still, this, I mean, yes, when it enters the battlefield, it brings a decent body with it. Man, is this expensive to cast. Good artwork though, don't get me wrong. I don't know what's reflecting there on the axe head. We see that's a Vulture holding it, go figure. Watch that as well, if we see in the background. We also didn't take a look at the flavor text to see. Not my style, but I'll get the job done. Nahiri. Yeah, come on, Nahiri, don't complain. Don't complain about it. Oh. Yeah, see. Uh-huh. And Leonine. Leonine Lightbringer, 2 generic, 1 white. Creature, Cat Rebel. Or 2, so whenever this creature becomes the target of spell ability and opponent controls, spell gets automatically countered unless player pays 2. And it's a free 2, so already for the mana cost, not too overpriced, I guess. I mean, bench mana, free mana, free 2 with what? What does he get? As long as Leonine Lightbringer is equipped, it gets +1/+1. Okay. So it doesn't matter how many equipments it has, but as long as he has at least 1. Okay, I can see that. Technically a free mana for free. Not for free as in it is cast for free, but I mean as a for free. In case you're wondering what I was trying to say there. No, I'm mumbling sometimes. It's hard to fight for the future if you can't see the way forward. Well, yeah, missing light. Makes sense. Okay. Interesting artwork. And another for mirroring card. Most if you have the feeling that they win the war. It's the am I twisting this wrong way? Mirror and Baldridge. It's another equipment for 4 generic, 1 white. Artifact. Obviously because it's an equipment. For Mirrodin, when this equipment enters the battlefield, once again create a 2/2 red rebel creature token, then attach this to it. The creature gets +2/+1, has vigilance, and again a very hefty 4 mana equip cost by generic and 1 white. Oof. Again, pretty artwork. I guess when you cast it's a 5 mana for 3 vigilance. That's okay-ish. Guess that's okay. But yeah, the afterwards equip costs are way too high. I'm sure they were thinking it. It's literally those equipments are kind of meh after they hit the battlefield and the equip token dies. Okay, cool. Hard. I think it's just they overcorrected there a bit too hard. Raxa Skitterfang. Generic. An artifact creature Phyrexian insect. 2/2. And enters the battlefield with 3 oil counters on it. Really? See those, but okay. Where would be the oil on that thing? At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may remove an oil counter from a Traxxas Skitterfang. When you do, target creature you control against of your choice, flying, vigilance, death touch, or lifelink until. Interesting. So it shares abilities around. It's usually those things only can give themselves abilities. This one can share it around, sharing the laugh. Not sure what I should think of that, but that's interesting. And the good thing is that it comes in the form of additional counters, not like +1/+1 counters. Like some of those creatures' ability gets weaker whenever it applies a buff. You can only use it offensively though during your combat, not during enemies' combat. Would I want to play that in my insect commander? I mean, I could get access to lifelink easy and like your vigilance, but not sure. Maybe I would try that, but again, the 3 mana slot's already pretty beefy in that deck, so I'm not sure where I could fit that in. Also, the color scheme kind of makes it. I don't know. Somehow see a cloud face. Don't ask me why on that red, the green, the white base, or the white base. I'm sorry. Interesting card. The Cephalopod Sentry. It's a squid. Ooh, pretty interesting. So it's a generic 1 white, 1 blue artifact creature Phyrexian squid. As discussed, it's a star 5, so the power is changing. What does it say? It has flying. Obviously, every squid is flying. And Cephalopod Sentry's power is equal to the number of artifacts. Oh, so it's a interesting. I think it's tougher, or not tougher, but stronger the more artifacts you have in the battlefield. Neat. I guess on a beatdown artifact deck, let me play that. So what does it say? Silent observer swim through the air of the North seed core, watching the nascent invasion tree for any signs of. I see. I must say this thing looks really, really cool. I admit, fully signed here. Roaches are supposed to be extra eyes. Observe. Okay, good. Cool card. Next on the chopping block. Ambulatory edificery. Edifice. Oops. Ambulatory edifice. Why did it edifice? Whatever. So it's 2 generic, 1 black, artifact creature Phyrexian construct. Again. First we had the interestingly we had first the Miran half and now we have Phyrexian half. That's kind of weird. When ambulatory edifice enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 life. When you do, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. And it's a 3/2. I mean, the body is okay, I would argue. 3 mana, 3/2. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. Can't kill a weenie or an already hurt creature when you pay 2 life. It's worth paying 2 life for that, though. Guess? Yeah, I mean, it's a nice after combat trick, so to say. You first go beating if something goes just almost out of death range, then you can pay 2 additional life. Yeah, I think I can see that. Yeah, the Mirror forces thought they'd vanquish their foes until a nearby monument got up and started stalking towards them. Whoops. Actually, I think that guy's wielding the Baldric, so yeah, this is one of the Mirror Defense Force guys doing that thing. Interesting. I like those references on cards. Yeah, that's a weird ambulance, though. Okay. Oh, now we have the first of those ink style cards. I still forgot to look up what the style is actually called. The Bone Picker Scourge. 2 generic, 1 black, creature Phyrexian Imp. Has flying, and has corrupt. As long as an opponent has at least 3 or more poison counters. Bone Picker Scourge has Death Touch and Lifelink. Oh, okay. That's cool. For 3 mana, either just 3 mana, 2 flying, which I mean back then was good. Nowadays it's kind of fine. You can also get Death Touch and Lifelink. That's kind of a nice package, I guess. Flying Dash of Lifelink. Yeah. Granted, he doesn't help himself getting the poison count on, which is always a bit of an issue with those cards, I feel like. Because if you play that strategy, you will most likely want just to play stuff that either proliferates or just straight up brings the poison counters to town. But I mean, yeah, not bad. Even the most insignificant creature can be perfected. Yeah, but the thing is, looking at that artwork, once again, this looks like an insect, similar to the rat we had yesterday, and not like an imp. And yes, I know that Phyrexians redesigned stuff that they are perfecting, quote unquote. But yeah, just looking at it, I would say, yeah, I can perfectly slot it into my, once again, my insect pick. No, it's an imp. Imposter. Wait, is that why it's named? No, I don't think that's what they were going for, but okay. My mind just goes there, so I'm sorry. We have here Rustvine Cultivator. Ah, I played that one in pre-release. Because I had a bit of a proliferate / oil theme in my deck. As I said, I also had that other guy that got stronger the more oil counters he had on him, so it of course helped. I mean, not he helped that, but you know, in general, like having oil counters or stuff that makes oil counters them the game. So, but since we haven't seen that card here live yet, Rustvine Cultivators for 1 green, creature Phyrexian Elf Druid, the 1/2, which is already, I think, pretty decent. I mean, granted, nowadays you rarely ever see the 1/1s for 1, but still, nice having an extra toughness there. And it has tap put an oil counter on Rustvine Cultivator, as I was hinting at, like these oil counters. And also tap ability remove an oil counter from Rustvine Cultivator, untap target land. So basically, every second turn he can basically fix your mana or ramp you by 1. This is arguably a bit worse. I guess, unlike Lanoviles, which are just there for making mana, he kind of also has to do something else because well, he only does it every odd turn. Oh, technically he had really even turn. You know what I mean. Yeah. Really cool artwork, boy, I dig it. And the green here really helps to stick out a bit from this one, because here it's just like a black and white artwork. I really like the green touches here. The trees and the vegetation in the background. Of course, we also have a flavor text. Feel the joy of losing yourself to the land. Not sure if I feel the joy in there, my dude, but okay. Cool. Oh, we got a mythic. Niali, Sans Vanguard. 2 generic, 1 red, 1 white. Legendary creature, Human Rebel. Yeah, looks like a Vulture lady to me. Attacking tokens you control have double strike. Okay. Whenever 1 or more tokens you control attack a player, exile the top card of your library. During any turn you attack with a token, you may play that card. Oh, so that's the last bit is the important one. It's not just in that turn as a lot of red and white cards have it. It's... Now, I would need to look up if that works even if she leaves the battlefield. I think so, because it's a linked ability. May play that kind. Yeah, I think that's just a linked ability. So even if she leaves the battlefield, that card still has that. You can play it as long as you attack with a token. I think. I would need to look that up. Yeah, that's cool. And tokens. I actually would want to put her, I guess, into Mimic Butt or something like that, as she can also trigger it for herself. I mean, 4 mana 3/3 is kinda then she at least would have double strike as well. I mean, actually, alone the fact that she gives every token by double strike is... Yeah, for 4 mana, getting everything, potentially everything on your sport side, double strike. Interesting. Guess I could see you play that stuff with also those eternalized creatures, I guess, from Amonkhet, because they come back as a white token. Was it Etherealize or was it the other ability? The one that brought him back as white mummies. It was Etherealize. Yeah, cool card. Interesting artwork also. What's that phoenix behind her? I mean, the gauntlets as well as that hairline / crown clean get it as a book, but I wonder what the phoenix is about. Is that I have actually no idea what phoenix that could be. Also, why does it have a different edition symbol? Is that from the commander decks? The commander decks, huh? Looked it up, but this is not the normal set symbol. And it's the filigree silex. Silex? How is that pronounced actually? I think silex. Filigree silex. 2 generic, a legendary artifact. Tap, put an oil counter on the filigree silex. Tap, sacrifice this filigree silex, destroy each non-permanent with mana value equal to the number of oil counters on the filigree silex. Or tap, remove 10 oil counters from among permanents you control and sacrifice this filigree silex. Deals 10 damage to any target. So this is like I just want to say engineered explosives, but no, I think engineered explosives technically are better. What was the other one? Was it Ratchet Bomb? Was it Powder Keg? No, not Powder Keg, but I know there was another artifact in the past that basically put charge counters on itself, and then you could tap to blow up everything with that amount of charge counters. I wanted to look it up. Maybe if I figure out what card that was, I put it up in the corner here. Weird, but I think it was something Ratchet Bomb or something like that. I heard it was that. Yeah, interesting. But it also has another ability. Like if you're like, I don't feel like blowing everything up, then let's just make it bigger and go boom. Interesting card. Wonder why this is. Why are the normal like at that turn? I mean, well, since we already know the story, like at that turn, Jace Polaran is not yet completed. Why is he fiddling around with oil stuff? You know that stuff is dangerous. Easy boy, easy boy. Oh, and we also got a sphere. It's still a paper card, so it's not a sphere. It's okay. I don't know where I want to go with that joke. Dross pits. Okay, land sphere. Dross pits and the battlefield tapped. Tap and 1 black mana, or 1 generic 1 black tap. Sacrifice the Dross pits. Draw a card. Okay, so those are similar to the old. What's their name? I think there was Cycle that did something similar. Basically, of course, they had to be on your hand. But there are also other lands. Were those the deserts that had a similar effect? I could swear we had the similar lands with pretty much exactly that type of rules text on them. I'll say. One card though. Not entirely sure about the foiling. Not well. This is foil. Okay. Still, it still looks menacingly. Whatever that is in the background. I guess pipes that are leaking. Shieldred's domain. The steel fanes wage a never-ending war in her long shadow. That's a nice roundup of the. That was an interesting one. As I said, it's really interesting that we start off with only mirroring cards. I mean, let's ignore the basic here for a second. Just 4 mirroring cards, we have 4 Phyrexian cards. And we again have 2 mirroring cards, then I would argue a Phyrexian card. Interesting, interesting. How that worked out. Yeah, that wraps up booster number 2. Thanks for watching, stick around, and yeah, stay tuned for the next one tomorrow. Or hopefully when I get a video out tomorrow. Guys, take care, bye!